start the video, what do you think of my new intro? This one will stay, guys, I promise. I'll only change it when I go to more parks next year. But anyways, who is ready for some Busch Gardens Tampa reviews? This was the last park I went to on my Florida trip, the others being Universal and SeaWorld. But back to this review. Today I am reviewing Montu, a B&M inverted coaster. This coaster has a length of 3,983 feet, a height of 150 feet, a drop of 128 feet, a speed of 60 miles per hour, 7 inversions, and a G-force of 3.8. And a fun fact about this ride was once live crocodiles lived in the area below the turn out of the station, but they were later moved to the park's animal habitat. That's pretty cool. So pretty good stats overall, and I gotta say, this is by far my favorite invert. If you guys have been watching me for a long time, you know that my closest B&M is Batman the Ride, another invert, and compared to that, this ride is so much better. So now it's time to go more in-depth about this spectacular invert. Now first, I want to talk about scenery, and I thought this scenery was pretty good, very Egyptian-like, and if you don't know, Montu was an ancient Egyptian god, so it would make sense that there would be Egyptian theming. You have little sand trenches you dive under in various sections of the ride, the queue has hieroglyphics on the walls, and while it's not that immersive, it's still pretty good theming. Better than Cedar Fair's old theming, at least. At least new Cedar Fair has good theming. But what am I doing talking about Cedar Fair and theming? It's time to go into layout, and wow, am I relieved to ride an invert that doesn't have drop, loop, 0G roll, loop, corkscrew, done. Not necessarily in that order. This ride has a layout of drop, loop, 0G roll, Immelman, Batwing, brake run, return to station. Again, not necessarily in that order. And I may have missed some stuff. I apologize if I did. I really like this layout just because the only other inverts I've ridden are Batman clones. Just saying. I'm sure when I ride more inverts, I won't think this layout is so special anymore, but for someone who's only ridden Montu and a few Batman clones, yeah, best layout I've seen on an invert. Next, let's talk about forces, and this coaster was really forceful. I didn't gray out on it, but I felt lots of tingling in my feet, a common sensation I have when subjected to high levels of G-force, especially going in through the inversions, and the coaster did also have some pretty good laterals when going through the inversions as well. I want to add that. So all in all, it was pretty forceful from what I remember. Definitely focused on laterals, but hey, that's a good thing. I like laterals. And while it's not as intense as Kumba, this ride is definitely more smooth and enjoyable than Kumba. Next, I'm going to talk about operations and dispatches, and these dispatches are pretty good, I must say. They're not perfect. I was waiting to dispatch for about a minute, I remember, and I've definitely seen faster. The slowest dispatches in the park are most definitely Cheetah Hunt, so with Montu, you know, they're not the fastest, but they're not the slowest either. Also, this is off topic, but I will start shooting more off-ride soon after the off-season is over. But back to Montu. Good dispatches, could use improvement for a little bit. Now finally, I'm going to talk about my final thoughts and score. Overall, this coaster is very intense and really gives you a flying sensation more than the Batman clones in my opinion. Also, one funny thing to note out is that the seatbelts were really easy to lock and unlock. This is perfectly safe, by the way. So I could unlock all the seatbelts super fast like that guy on Batman in Coaster Studios' Six Flags Magic Mountain dispatch video. So that was pretty cool. But for my final score of Montu, I will be giving this coaster a 9.5 out of 10. I thought this ride was better than Kumba, no joke. I had a really amazing experience on this invert. Easily my favorite invert I've been on, and again, I haven't been on a lot of inverts. I haven't been on, like, say, Alpengeist or Banshee. I will ride Banshee next year, though. This ride is definitely top 3 in the park, and I love it so much. It's not my favorite ride in the park, but it is certainly an incredible ride. Anyways, guys, that is going to wrap up my review of Montu at Busch Gardens Tampa. If you liked the video, be sure to give this video a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any new videos. And until next time, thrill seekers, peace out.